Hello, my name's Amy Packwood, and today we are doing the Metamorphic Rock Identification Lab. That's on Hands-On Lab. First we're going to talk about the purpose of the experiment, and that is in this lab experiment, the purpose is to examine and identify 8 metamorphic rocks that they give in a pack, and I lined them all up. They're all lined up in the number order, and we're gonna find their specific rock name, and in order to do that, we're gonna learn how to identify if they're foliated or non-foliated, their grain size, what distinctive features they may have, and after completing this task, I should be able to find out their specific rock name with the number, and I'm going to put it in the data chart. With that information, it should all line up. Okay, and so with the Hands-On Lab, it did have some research, and it did give me some information about metamorphic rocks, so I provided that inside my PowerPoint, so I'm going to give some information on that. What is a metamorphic rock and what do they look like in different areas? Metamorphic rocks are rocks that undergo recrystallization by exposure to forces of heat, pressure, and or fluids, extreme heat and pressure with the interaction, and also the fluids can and will after the physical and chemical compositions of rocks, it changes. The compositions and textures of metamorphic rocks formations can be seen in many different landscapes. Every single metamorphic rock has a parent rock, or called a prolith. Proliths can be any of 3 main rock types. These are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, or other metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks can also come from more than one prolith. So here is my lab. This is what I laid out right here. Okay, and then I have here's my magnifying glass in order to see the grains, the textures and that stuff in there. So it also gave a table of metamorphic rocks and their proliths. So it gave like the metamorphic name, the prolith name, and the prolith types, and a chart, so I could go to that to look at. And then it also gave some information on the metamorphic process, and the contact metamorphism and the regional metamorphism, which was interesting. And then mineralogy of metamorphic rocks, recrystallization, neomorphism. Okay, and then the textures, and what rocks are foliated, the slatty cleavage, the phyllate texture, schistosity, I'm probably saying this wrong, neistic banding, and these are what I'm going to be checking on these, and that's what's going to give me the rock name, and I'm going to put this in the chart to be able to find out what rocks these are. So in my PowerPoint, I have all this information, and then we have in slide number 9, we have the textures of the metamorphic rocks, non-foliated metamorphic rocks like crystalline texture, microcrystalline texture, sandy texture, glassy texture, and these are all non-foliated rocks, metamorphic rocks. So the experimental methodology that was used here was to find out if it's foliated, non-foliated, the grain size, distinctive features, and after gathering all this information, identifying the rock name. So with all that information, we filled out all the charts, and so here we go. We have 43. We examined this one. Let's see if there's something wrong with this. We looked at, let's see, this kind of got, and we looked at this rock, okay, and we found out this was a non-foliated rock. It's fine grain size. The color, it's hard, microcrystalline, and dull. Hold on a second. What did we find out? And then we have the rock name right here. Hold on. And the rock name is 43 Hornsfeld Rock. Okay, and that's this one. And then 44 was, this one is, let's look at it. It's foliated. As you can see, it's a fine grain size with, look, it's got like metallic, it's like little crystals, luster, wavy cleavage. And then the rock name would be a phyllite rock. Okay, so let's move on to 45. It's this one. Let me look at this one. 45. This one is non-foliated. Non-foliated. And this one's a fine grain size, and it is non-visible grain, soft talc. Soft talc. 45. Soft talc. And this one is a soapstone rock. Soapstone rock. Okay. I'll go a little faster. Here's the next one. This is 46. See the number, 46. This one's foliated. See, let's look at it. This one kind of has a little bit of crystals on it. 46. Foliated, medium grain size. Banded mineral layers. This is a gneiss rock. I don't think you say the G on that one. So let's move on to 47. This one's a kind of a clear crystal one. I don't know, kind of peach. Let's see, 47. 47 is a non-foliated, no visible grains, equal size calciate crystals. This one is a marble rock. Marble. Okay, moving on to 48. This one's kind of white. 48. Let's look at it. I like using this one. 48. This one is non-foliated. There's no banding on it. 48. 48, non-foliated, no visible grains, tightly fused. This is a quartzite. I can't say that, but that's what that is. It's in my notes. So 49. This one is 49. Let's see, 49. 49 is foliated. Look at it, 49. This one is fine grain size. Flat cleavage, dull luster. This is a slate rock. Slate rock. And then lastly we have 50. I like this one's a little shiny. This one is non-foliated, 50. No visible grain size and glassy texture, uneven fractures. See, look. This is a anthracite rock, something like that. And there we have it. Let's go back to PowerPoint I made so we can. I didn't get the rock names on there, so I'll get that put on there. So those are our findings on that. And lastly, I want to talk about God in geology. So in the beginning, God is the first statement in the Bible and a profound truth about life itself. In the beginning, God spoke and the universe began is the only logical explanation in an age of scientific enlightenment to explain the earth and the universe in which it lives. Geology points to a fine-tuned planet that could have never simply just randomly appeared regardless of time. Here are a few things that point to God in geology. The Earth's relationship to the sun is favorable to life. The Earth's atmospheric conditions are favorable to life. The Earth's terrestrial nature is favorable to life. The Earth's relationship to the moon is favorable to life. And I put these all in my PowerPoint if you want to read them. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.